Kavango.
Save the Kavango.
And save the Delta.
Save the Delta.
Save the Kavango.
Save the Kavango.
And save the water.
The group, calling themselves Fridays for Future, marched to the authorities to voice their objection on what they call damage to the environment in the Kavango East and West region that is likely to cost generations to come.
Environment, Forest and Tourism has actually released a press release that addresses the concerns of fracking, the possible fracking of Recon Africa in the Kavango Basin. And his overall mentality is that it's not something that we should be concerned right now because it's not what they're doing right now. But we as environmental activists are not only worried about what is happening right now, we are worried about what this whole project, if they find shale, what it could entail. So fracking is not, it's something that's not happening right now, but it doesn't mean that it's not a concern that should be addressed right now. It's not something that we should look into the policies regarding fracking and our laws and regulations regarding fracking. So this mentality of we'll cross the bridge when we get there is very destructive when it comes to the environment, because if and when we get there, it might be too late.
Receiving the petition, Timothy Shangadi from the Office of the Ombudsman says as young people, it is within their right to protect their future, which includes the environment. He says the petition that speaks to the protection of the environment and natural resources is within the mandate of the Ombudsman, and a thorough, independent and impartial investigation will start immediately.
This petition here, we will regard it as a complaint, and we will treat it as such. We will investigate it independently and impartially without external influences. And I'm asking now that please, within our mandate, allow us at least 90 days.
The group also made a stop at the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform to hand over their petition.
We are also very much concerned about the environment as a ministry. And then we have 3 items that came up in their report, which are very important and which we will consider as a ministry. That is that the borehole being drilled, I mean the site is very close to the Mbambi community. The other one is that the water at Kawe has become a bit soapy, thereby rendering the water not drinkable. And then the last one is that the mud drill pit is not lined. It's not lined. And then if it's not lined, then the water will indeed penetrate the underground water. And then, makes the environment that bad. And then we are receiving the report. We will forward it to the Honorable Minister for a decision.
The oil exploration in the 2 Kavango regions by Recon Africa has been received with mixed reactions, with critics calling for an immediate end of the exercise, citing environmental damage. Early this month, Environment and Tourism Minister Pohamba Shifeta told the National Assembly that the ongoing exploration will not allow the company to go into full production should viable quantities be discovered. He says the company does not have a license to carry out any production operations at any of its current sites. At no point, he says, has the company been given clearance for fracking as being alleged by the critics of the exploration project. The Fridays for Future movement vows to keep monitoring the activities of Recon Africa in the 2 Kavango regions and how the authorities would react. The Fridays for Future is a global environment youth movement with branches in many countries around the world. Timo Andreas, NBC News, Windhoek.